Welcome back, everybody, to the Rundown Podcast presented by Rebel Underground Network. This is episode 6.
Episode 6.
And we are your hosts, Alumni, and I'm Coherent.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir. So we're back at it. We got a few kind of controversial topics today. We're going to talk about some shit that's really hitting hip-hop pretty hard right now, and it's making some fans really kind of think about, what's going on and how these artists are really portraying themselves. So we're going to dig into that a little bit. And then we want to talk about producers. We haven't really shown enough producer love. AJ makes beats himself, so he's going to actually break down some tips for other producers. And then we're going to just talk about, as artists, how do we stay motivated? And what keeps us going? How do we get through writer's block and things as such? The first thing, though, is we want to talk about the cancel culture. Recently, there's been a lot of stuff on Twitter and other social media where artists are just getting canceled left and right, or not necessarily canceled, because obviously the diehard fans are going to still listen to their music and probably will not cancel them, or at least not stop listening to them just for something. But we've seen J.Cole get a lot of heat over his track Snow on the Bluff, which is a response to a chick named No Name.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically was attacking J. Cole on Twitter for not speaking up about the George Floyd incident. But my opinion on that is that he's spoke on shit like this in his music forever, you know what I'm saying? And he's out in these streets, so
he's actually protesting too.
Exactly. Dude's not on Twitter. Who gives a fuck? Everybody else is on Twitter. Half the people not doing anything are on Twitter. He's actually doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So his response was basically like, I see your point. I'm sorry I'm not doing enough in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? But
like, my bad.
But you should focus on your shit. What can you do to help the situation? You know what I'm saying? You're woke. You're able to do this shit. Go preach to those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm doing what I can. I'm sorry if it isn't enough. I know I could be doing more, but I'm one man, type shit. That's basically what the song was saying, giving his truth. So he's catching a lot of heat for that, and some people have canceled him. But
how you cancel J. Cole? That doesn't even. I don't understand people. I just feel like people. I don't know. Like, you can't cancel culture. You can't cancel tradition, dog. Like, he's a hip hop dude. He's always been a good dude. He's for the people. He's preached this shit multiple times in his music. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think people just, like, you can't look at celebrities and be like, oh, y'all got to do something. Y'all got to blah, blah, blah.
They're people.
Because there's multiple people. Hold on. But there's multiple celebrities that are going to do things in different ways to help what they can. You know what I mean? Fucking John Cena donated $100 million toward Black Lives Matter. Ain't nobody talking about that all over the news, but it doesn't need to be talked about because that's what he did to contribute. Right. You feel me? Right. Me and you, we put it in our music.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We speak on it. Like, that's what we preach. We go in.
Exactly. Your voice is the most powerful thing.
Yeah.
And to say she was criticizing J. Cole for not speaking publicly on a platform, basically. Like, you should make a statement, or just tell us something. You know what I'm saying?
He said, you want a statement? I'll make a
his
song
platform is his music, and his statement is his work in the streets. Like, here's the thing: you can't just judge somebody like that. No. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he could have went on.
He doesn't deserve that. I don't.
He could have went on Twitter, went back and forth with the girl, typing and shit. No,
he didn't do any of that.
Exactly, because he doesn't
made
have
a song about it.
Because that's his platform. That's his voice. You feel me? So
exactly.
I don't know.
So your voice is the most powerful thing. Here's the thing. If we're canceling J. Cole, then we're canceling honesty. Because that's all he was guilty of, is being honest as fuck on a song.
But who else been getting canceled, though? Who else been getting canceled, though?
Now, here we get into, now J. Cole gets canceled. Here's the other thing. Wow. 6ix9ine hasn't been canceled yet. This motherfucker has allegations of rape and all that. He's a fucking snitch.
I don't get that.
I don't, dude.
But everybody's still bumping his music. oh, y'all love to hate on him. No, we're not hating on him. We're saying
I don't even care about his music. He's a piece of shit human being.
This dude's a piece of shit, and he gets glorified.
We talked about that first episode.
Yeah, that's not me hating. That's me saying, how can a piece of shit be glorified like that when he's done all these things, admits to it, and people still, oh man, blah, blah, blah. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
I don't know, man.
You gotta be kidding me. But let some allegations from a motherfucker that denied the shit, let that shit come out, and motherfucker still wouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't know. People glorify false idols, bro. Mm-hmm. That's just true, what's promoted, man.
Yep. And that kind of leads us into some of these other allegations. Recently, a couple artists from Rhymesayers were let go from the label. Prof, DJ Fundo, and Dem Atlas were released from Rhymesayers because of sexual assault allegations from several women on Twitter, and they've actually admitted to the guilt part of it.
And it's all of them like, individually. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not like we can even give them the benefit of the doubt because they've already admitted to their wrongdoing. So there's like no
guilty,
they pleaded guilty already. Yeah. So it's a shitty situation, man, because you got to think about how much of this exists within hip hop, period. We're talking about some underground motherfuckers. Like, most people don't know who these people are.
Just independent.
Think about fucking Chris Brown and Tory Lanez and all these other big names. Man, how come I just don't understand how that shit hasn't come out about these guys.
Well, it's like the same thing.
Maybe they got more money to I don't know. But
well, it's like the same thing that happened with Tupac, right? Tupac got allegations of some chick that came to his room. They had sex. She run out screaming, talking about he raped me. And then this motherfucker went to jail for it.
Yeah.
No trial, no nothing. Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's weird, but he didn't do nothing. We're talking about somebody that didn't do anything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, these allegations are serious. And anytime a woman basically says that she was sexually assaulted, we have to take that seriously. Yeah. Even if she is lying, we have to investigate that to make sure that she isn't lying and make sure that this is true. And those people deserve to be held accountable for that. And these people have definitely admitted to their guilt, and they have been they've been released from the label. Prof's entire album was pulled from all streaming services. It's on YouTube, but because some guy uploaded it.
Of course, he bought it.
He bought it real quick and then uploaded it himself. But other than that, there's some other ones that are getting heat, man. The Game has got allegations of him, and he's being asked to fork over $7 million to fucking make it all go away type shit. I've read reports on that. I'm trying to think about some other cats. Even like Slug's Apology, he's catching a lot of heat because he says he loves his people. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't really, say anything to the victims. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't apologize too much to the victims, but he's saying, I love my brothers, Dem Atlas and Prof and all my people at Stop House and all that. So he's catching some flack for that too. But it goes into misogyny and hip hop.
He's been spending years with these guys, so it's, he's probably never seen it happen. You know what I mean? He's probably known about it or heard about it, but he's probably like, nah, when I chill with those guys, So it's weird, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
Shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Trying to think who else maybe is catching some heat. I think people are all over Rick Ross too on Twitter for that one line that he had in that one acronym song where he talks about how he's gonna fucking date rape bitches, basically. Literally saying putting Molly in her drink, she didn't even know it.
What?
Yeah, and then fuck her later, she didn't even know it. Like, what the fuck?
You can't. That's rape,
Bill Cosby
bro.
Shit. We were just talking about that before this, but that's some real rape, bro. That's some real shit.
That's crazy. How you snitch on yourself in your music, man? What do you?
These guys are snitching on themselves left and right. had shit on Twitter of him saying, "Oh, fucking, I don't fuck minors, but I'll fucking underage girl." Like, what? Why would you even say that shit?
No,
and then
he has some weird shit like, "I never fucked a minor because I've always thought they were dirty or something."
Yeah.
But like, okay, just the fact that you said "but,"
yeah,
and
then said underage chicks. And then he
Wow.
also has another one where he wants to see like underage at all ages shows. He's nothing special, bro. He's actually one of the weaker artists.
I've heard like one song.
Here's the thing, man. The guys I like on Rhymesayers, Brother Ali, Ciroc,
hands down,
MF Doom, Atmosphere. I listen to some Atmosphere. You know, Idea, who is, you know,
Mink.
gone.
My brother's Mink.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys are dope too. But Prof and Greaves and all those other guys, I'm not huge fans of them. So
are they more like
but that
like
doesn't
the
change
younger,
how I feel about them. This
are
is
they
all wrong if they
are they more like the are they more like the younger generation of Rhymesayers?
Yeah. Like exclusive Rhymesayers.
That kind of makes some fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean people are talking about canceling Rhymesayers altogether and also Evidence, man. I fuck with Evidence heavy too. Evidence is dope.
But that doesn't but for people to try to just to the people out there who want to cancel shit like Rhymesayers release them, which clearly states we don't represent these motherfuckers no more. With our history as Rhymesayers, no, we're all about music, love, positivity and shit. So that's probably why they're like, nah, you can't.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
You can't cancel a record label for something they don't represent. They thought, all right, shit.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know.
These are individuals.
The record label doesn't know what these guys are doing when they're on tour. The record label has no clue. So you can't hold the record label accountable for shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's no.
But it just goes into misogyny and hip hop. I mean, we'll go back to the beginning of this shit, man. Like all the classics have some misogyny in them. Now, here's the thing. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place for everything. Okay. Now, here's a good example of some kind of sexual innuendo that's placed in songs that's more flirty. That, you know, it's a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with making a girl feel like she's sexy and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Especially through music. There's nothing wrong with that. It's these people that are saying, I'm going to fuck your bitch and put my dick in her mouth and do all the, like, the really explicit shit. Those motherfuckers need to be canceled. Okay. But then there's artists like Code of the Friend, and he'll talk about how he sees a fine woman. Damn, you look good. Let's go on a date. He's like flirting in his songs. Right. And it's way more tasteful. You know what I'm saying? But is that misogyny as well? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some feminists that probably would say that's misogyny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it sucks too because like back in the day,
because girls like that music, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, love songs were
exactly
good songs.
Yeah, man.
And it wasn't about
Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Like, come on, bro.
It's all about loving your woman, having a good time, shit like that. Yeah. Now there probably was some songs that were like, all right, it's a little raunchy, but
exactly.
You know, we're talking about the 70s, the 60s and shit. So, but at the same time,
that raunchy rap, ratchet shit needs to go, for sure.
Rap came from that. How did we go from I love you to I'm gonna fuck your bitch and steal her, and now I got her on the blade, and now she's selling coochie for me? Like that shit really happens. But
talking about pimping and all kinds of shit.
Well, why are you promoting this in your music? You know what I mean? Like keep, I guess that's just how it is. But in hip hop, you don't. In hip hop and rap, you don't have to listen to that shit.
But
you know what I mean?
Then I think we don't look at the record labels enough. You know what I'm saying? Because
the record label push them.
No,
they probably don't even listen to the song. They just be like, "This is the artist that we're gonna push."
Totally listen to the song. They control every fucking aspect of most of these artists' work. They wrote the song probably, or had somebody write that song for them, or that hook that's raunchy as shit, and made that artist put that out. Oh, this is your club single. When it's really fucking derogatory
everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
#1 trending on YouTube and shit.
Yep.
But it's like if you look at views with shit like that, if you look at views of shit that's raunchy, misogynistic, talking shit, fucking bitches, millions and billions of views. But if you look at real shit of artists with real songs and life topics and shit that's really going on, the views are like drastically different, and it's just sad. It's super sad. Like
it is
that.
Sad,
that teaches you. That shows you where the majority of our world's mind is at.
Like why? And it goes back to like what KRS has said a million times. Why on the radio are we listening to this club music? Like there's a time and place for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
In the club,
in the club,
not in my car
with my kids. Why are they not bumping guys like Common? Or even some of Kendrick's music is really conscious, and he doesn't even get that much radio play.
Conscious Kendrick.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many good artists that are actually saying shit. Why doesn't that get any play on the radio? But all the misogyny and the fucked up shit gets the play.
That gets played the most.
So if we're canceling anything, we're canceling these record labels and these fucking radio stations and all those fucking assholes that are promoting this shit. That's who needs to get canceled.
To your kids,
and yes, we need to cancel the artists to some degree, but I think it's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? These are human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like they are.
Your kids shouldn't be singing these songs. Yeah. Your kids should not be singing these songs. That is just. I'm not telling nobody how to raise their children, but you know what I mean. Like
it's adult content. There's a parental advisory on there for a reason.
Exactly.
No one's advisoring.
If you gonna play your kids something,
no advisory of the kids.
There's a clean version for a reason. There's a clean version of tracks for a reason
Nobody
too.
Wants to listen to that.
That's the clean version for kids. People back in the day, I remember. I don't know if people still do this. Now they just take the cuss words out and put effects. People used to make a radio version and an actual explicit version, songs, and they would record it differently. Snoop was known for that shit. He used to do that shit a lot because he was like, "You got to get radio play, bro. You got to switch up some of these words. You can't. We'll put this on the album, but I mean that's the thing. You got to have a clean version. Play that shit for the kids if you want them, real hip hop, and it's there's no cuss words.
Half of the good hip hop that should be on the radio is clean to begin with.
Yeah, because they're actually rapping.
Let's take a guy from our city, Mike Xavier. Why is Mike Xavier?
Oh, that's great.
Why is Mike Xavier not on the radio? Is there any station in this city or anywhere playing him like consistently? I don't know. I haven't hit up Mike about it.
Maybe a local
probably
station,
not.
But not
probably
consistently.
not. Yeah.
And that's one of those guys you want on your playlist. Like
that's somebody. Yeah,
that's real. That's
every
real
song.
Hip-hop. Yeah.
Every song is real hip hop. It's real
motivational,
it's motivating you. It's he's talking about some life shit, or he's talking about somebody else. Even like Echo. Echo's not getting no radio play like that, like on a consistent basis. Not even in this city. You know what I'm saying? And that guy's got songs about sexual abuse and real trauma in his own life and other stories and
shit that's really happened.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just two examples of some artists in our city that deserve way more radio play. Me and you probably never get played on the radio.
No, hell,
we dig way too deep into a wormhole that
we would have to. I don't know. I mean, I got some,
but we could make songs that are radio friendly for sure. Actually, we have a few of them. I would say We Ain't Free is radio friendly to some degree, but
yeah, we don't cuss in that. But it's not. We're speaking too real.
It's too real, exactly.
Conscious, it's but like my solo shit. I got songs like a Harley, Turn to the Max. You know what I mean? But this isn't me being like, I'm gonna steal your bitch. No, this is me. It's explicit AJ. There's certain things, but I ain't talking about raping a chick or like.
Nah, some of these guys are really like outing themselves. Like,
bro, I haven't heard that Rick Ross one you're talking about, but that's just horrible. Put a Molly in her drink, she ain't know it. Fuck later, she ain't know it, bro. You can't. What are you doing? Like, I don't know. Rick Ross is canceled.
He actually caught a lot of flack for that years back, but now it's like resurfaced. So
because nobody was probably thinking about it like that.
No, because it wasn't.
They was just rocking with it.
The Me Too movement didn't necessarily hit hip hop yet. It should have as soon as Chris Brown did that shit to Rihanna.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That should have been the first thing. But here's the thing, man. The music industry and Hollywood are like the same thing, man. they're controlled by the same entities because they control the entertainment industry as a whole. Okay.
And the shit
and look at all the fucking pedophilia and all that shit that's going on in the fucking Hollywood right now. It's going on. It's probably going on in hip hop. It's going on in hip hop from record labels and from artists and all that shit. Yep, exactly, man.
And what's sad, man. You know what's sad about it, dog? Like really, really sad. Like real motherfuckers like me and you love this shit. We love music. We love hip hop, and for it to be glorified and represented like that,
yeah, that's what people think of.
It makes you like, nah, I don't even.
We think of misogyny. That's not. No, that's not cool to me. Like
But that's why in the UK and across countries and shit, hip hop is represented totally different.
Yeah, no, there's a definitely.
They're not listening to shit like that. They're listening to underground motherfuckers. They love underground, bro.
Yeah.
People across the seas, different countries, they love underground music. They like search for that shit, bro.
Nah, Americans are brainwashed, bro.
Yeah.
We get so much fucking subconscious messages delivered to us on a regular basis. Most of these songs are spells. Most of this fucking shit on the news and on TV is propaganda. Like, we are so controlled by our media and our entertainment. It's fucking outrageous.
Yeah. For people that are out there, I want y'all to look up frequency control, because you just brought up a great point about songs being spells and shit. Frequency control, look that shit up when you guys get a chance. Really,
that's what a lot of people, the whole 5G conspiracy and all that, where people saying that this is going to emit frequencies that can, and honestly, there's a bunch of fucking CIA declassified shit.
It's gonna cause damage to your brain, bro.
But there's a lot of CIA declassified shit talking about how they are using these what are they called? I don't know. EPMDs or something. No, that's our hip hop group. But something like that, where they basically release a frequency and it blows shit up and it shuts shit down. So there's those, but they also have talked about telecommunication systems that send out frequencies to change your brainwave patterns and stuff like that.
The way you think, the way you feel,
make you feel depressed,
like
make you feel upbeat, make you feel whatever.
Legit mind control, bro.
Yep.
If you ever go outside and you see the shit sprayed in the sky and it comes down, you can smell it, bro. Because I live, you can smell that shit.
Well, that's the whole chemtrails thing, and chemtrails not necessarily mind control, but it's biological control.
That's how people get sick. Actually,
what it's used for, those trails are to help conduct the waves that we're talking about, the frequencies. They put photoionized barium in the sky to make it easier for telecommunication waves to travel across large distances. And it's photoionized barium. It's radioactive.
You could blow up your fucking ears, bro.
But yeah, no, we just got into some wormhole shit for sure. But here's the thing, man.
Next episode.
Here's the thing, man. We're talking about all these sexual allegations and all this shit, but no mainstream media at all is covering any of this fucking child trafficking shit. Anybody who's been in the same midst of fucking Jeffrey Epstein, which includes a whole bunch of names, the Clintons, the Trump, fucking most of the Democratic Party, fucking a lot of
and there's proof.
There's like these people. Here's the thing, they're getting bombarded on Twitter because that whole Pizzagate shit is pretty fucking well known now. They're getting bombarded on Twitter. But here's the thing, Ellen DeGeneres' show was just canceled. Jimmy Kimmel's show was just canceled. Oprah's been canceled. Talking about cancel culture, but they're being canceled for some little shit. Jimmy Kimmel's apparently getting canceled because he did a blackface once.
Those aren't okay. It's not little shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They're really getting canceled because these people are about to be under arrest and they're not going to be able to fucking actually do this shit anymore. But there's the reasons why they're being canceled from the mainstream narrative is because Jimmy Kimmel did a blackface. Apparently, Ellen DeGeneres is a mean bitch. Basically, she's just mean to everybody. She's not really this kindness person. So she's being canceled for being mean. And then Oprah's being canceled, I don't know, for whatever.
For being Oprah.
For being Oprah, yeah. but she should have been canceled for all the Harvey Weinstein shit to begin with. And then the other guy, the John the God, who was accused and actually pled guilty to having basically a fucking human trafficking farm where he breeds women, makes babies, and trades these babies to fucking globalist fucking satanic people. It's fucked up, bro. She's connected to a bunch of weirdos. Like, and she's went on record and said that these people are like her idols, and she wants people to read their books and do all this shit. And these people are fucking doing all this fucked up trafficking shit.
It's sad.
It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. It blows my mind, bro.
But it's crazy how because we're so
unraveling.
How so far we're into technology and all this shit is popping up now, but it's been happening for so long. Like, who knows for how long? Like, probably before me and you were born, this shit was going down,
since the beginning of time.
Yeah. So it's just
since
sad,
the beginning of time, women have been abused,
all kinds of things,
and people have been trafficked.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, from children to babies to grown ass people, to, you know what I mean, fucking grown ass men, sex slaves. Like,
yeah,
it's
little boys too. Little boys are trafficked just as much as the fucking little girls, man.
But it's just sad.
True.
It's sad that this is the world we live in, and because we're so far in technology that everything can be exposed now. Everything is being exposed, and people still don't fucking believe it.
Yeah, and it's all
they say
idols,
seeing,
man.
They say seeing. Well, it's of course.
It's all the people that were put in our face purposely.
Exactly. From the day we've been growing up, bro. Ellen's been around forever.
Ellen's been around since
Oprah's
the 90s.
Been around forever. Yep. Jimmy Kimmel's been around for a good fucking 20 years.
Some people throw Tom Hanks in that. How many fucking awards does Tom Hanks have?
But that's what I'm saying. All those type of people are involved because that's what they have to do to be in our face like that. That's the shit they have to do. They have to follow rituals. Yeah. They have to follow it. They call it tradition.
You got to sell your fucking soul, man.
It's tradition.
Legit.
From your Jay-Z's to your Oprahs to Beyonce's these are people who put this in their dances and their music. And
Madonna.
Dude, bro, like nobody can be fucking damn near 60 and still look like they're 20. Like,
she's got adrenochrome like on tap or some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure.
She probably got a whole fridge like you see in the movies. Just comes out hella cold, hella fucking smoke comes out of the fridge every time she opens it. There's some deep shit, bro. Man. And you just don't know. What we have to do is just, I don't know, be on some Rush shit, bro. Get that underground popping, make your money and doing music what you love, and put out the content you want to put out. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to represent what's being represented in music and Hollywood and shit like that. And it's crazy because, the majority of people don't know what they're looking at. The majority of people don't know what they're listening to when this shit is truth. Like, it's in your face. Like, I can show people this facts. I could show people the paperwork, evidence, and everything, and they still wouldn't believe it.
His name is Young Pharaoh. He's been fucking exposing this shit for like 3 years. Right? He's on some other shit. His videos get taken down by YouTube like within hours sometimes, just because of how fucking legit this dude does with his research and shit. Now he's a little conceited and shit, but he's speaking facts, bro. Like, he's just like, man, I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been right about all this shit for years, and here it is, right in your face.
This shit's been in our face for years. It's just,
dude, exactly. And he's been documenting it. He's got fucking.
But this is why it's
PowerPoints. He's got PowerPoints of shit.
This is why it's called conspiracies, because not everybody believes it. They're conspiracies.
Some of these
there's a group of people that believe this shit because there's evidence. It's in your face, and there's a group of people that choose not to believe it, no matter how much truth is presented to them, no matter how much fact is presented to them.
You know how many people look up to these people? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's their idols. It's hard to believe.
Of course.
It's like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about Michael Jackson before this. Michael Jackson is someone you really idolize. It's hard for you to believe that he would do something like that.
It's because I grew up listening to him and all this shit. Like it's a different thing. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's how some people feel about Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres. And
they've been
Tom
watching
Hanks.
these people for years. Exactly. So who would ever think that this is some very demonic ritual? But it's been represented like that for years, and it's just coming out. We didn't have technology like that when we were growing up, bro. Like the 90s was like the little shift.
And the internet is so
we're just getting better.
The internet is so censored right now. I remember when I was young, bro. When I was like 14, man.
You can look up anything.
Holy fuck, man. I had wormholes for days.
You can look up anything.
All kinds of shit on YouTube. All kinds of shit. Not even on the dark web, just in text-based files and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like kind of like what WikiLeaks does, where they push all their shit. But you could access all kinds of databases with fucking ancient texts and fucking ancient writings and all kinds of different philosophies from people.
Try to do some shit like that
Francis
now.
Bacon and fucking Edward Bernays and all those guys that I talk about in that one track that we did called New World Order.
I want to give a huge shout out to Anonymous though, because this nigga really called me back to back. I want to give a huge shout out to Anonymous. I mean, because like I don't know where we would be without people like that, or like, you know what I mean, like people who can
who
are all about truth and
really
who are all about truth and making sure that us as people know that they're speaking truth. You know what I mean? It's in our face, bro. It's been in our face for days, for years, centuries, and it's just all about how you grow up. It's all about, you know. I don't know, man. It's sad. It's sad. So you just got to find your way in this world. You know what I mean? You got to.
It's getting harder and harder every day to do that, man.
Yeah. You gotta make sure to. Just got to keep your mind right, man. Keep searching for what you're searching for, and eventually you'll get there. Because
that's true.
This world is fucked up. So just do what you can while you're here.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's the only thing I can think of, man. Because do what you can while you're here. Leave a legacy. Fuck the haters. Let's get into these producers, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's talk about hip-hop.
Let's get back to hip
music.
music.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You want to spit game about production in general, but...
well, we was going to talk about producers. Yeah.
Let's name our top 3 producers here. I'll let you go
I don't know
first.
about no top 3.
Well, just some producers that have influenced your own production, or maybe just some production that, you know, you really enjoy listening to, you know,
right?
Cats.
Well, right off the bat, shit, I gotta start with Seven Thomas from fucking Strange Music, bro.
Doesn't he do?
He's produces for everybody on the label. He produces for everybody on the label.
Even like, Mayday.
So basically, anything you've heard, yeah, he's produced for them multiple times.
Okay.
Wait, his name is Seven Summers, my bad. But that dude is a monster. Like, so underrated. Like, people don't even realize his name is on every CD. This dude is like, he produces, he's been producing for them for like fucking probably over 10 years easily. So almost 80% of what you hear from Strange Music is produced by this guy. And I'm sure he's the main engineer too, so he probably mixes and masters everything. Well, not masters, but definitely mixes. So that dude is a monster. Shout out to Seven from Strange Music. Damn. Production wise, definitely, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to go old school and say probably Daz Dillinger, bro. Daz Dillinger is an underrated producer to me. He doesn't get it. This dude would literally make so many beats and just give it away. All right, bro, you can here. You know, you can stake claim on that, I guess.
West Coast,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
all kinds of guys on his
produced for Snoop, the Outlaws, anybody you can think of. Daz Dillinger, anybody you can think of on the West Coast for sure. Daz Dillinger has definitely produced for it. Mm-hmm. And shit, and then
you're naming some really underrated ones for sure.
And then probably Primo, dog.
Yeah.
DJ Premier, dude. I don't know
anybody who doesn't have Primo on their list somewhere.
I don't think I don't think there's a like. I don't know. I don't think there's a dude with more fucking impact as far as producing goes. You know, he's definitely up there. He's like that guy you want to look up to when it comes to producing. And yeah, man, like I watched him on what's that shit they used to do? I think it was presented by Mass Appeal. They used to dig through the crates, and then fucking make the beats and shit. Like, shit's legit. So those are just 3 producers, man. I really think inspired my sound. You know, 7 Strange Music, because you know it's a new sound, it's different, and you know I like to do new shit, be very versatile with my shit. And then fucking with DJ Premier and fucking Daz Dillinger, feel like that, you know, that's crazy, bro. I literally got a West Coast producer, Daz Dillinger, 7 Midwest, and then fucking DJ Premier East Coast.
No, that's a pretty solid list, man.
So that's a little mixture of producers.
Yeah, really my list would definitely start with Primo. Man, I'm a huge Gangstar fan. I love Gangstar. Rest in peace to Guru. One of my, probably would be on my top 10 MCs for sure. And somebody who really inspired me. But as far as Primo, it wasn't just Gangstar, man. That dude's produced for all the classics, man. He did a lot of shit for Nas. So, most of ALVMNII is done by Primo. You know, he's done shit with people in the UK, a group called the Four Owls. He's done a lot of shit for them, and they make some great music. So he's known around the world, and he's produced for pretty much all the big cats.
He did that project with Royce. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Prime. He's got some classics with Big L, like The Enemy. Oh my God, that beat is just one of the nastiest.
That's one of my favorite songs by Big L.
Oh, that is my favorite song by Big L. But that beat is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Primo, man, just classic shit. And that RZA, man, if you put him head to head in a versus battle with any of these guys, I pretty much think Primo would. Primo's probably the GOAT of production, no doubt. Other than that, obviously Dilla's on my list. I love J Dilla. Like his shit with Slum Village, man, love it. Like I don't know why the fuck I'm fucking with you. Like that shit is crazy. Song called Players, Keep It On. Those are all some of my favorite Dilla beats. He did some shit with Common. That Thelonious track is ridiculous. He's produced for guys like Black Milk.
Very underrated.
The Roots have a lot of J Dilla beats too. So definitely J Dilla. And then the third one would be Knots. And Knots, he's done a lot of shit with Mellow Music Group. So some underground shit.
Odyssey.
Yeah,
shit.
that whole group. Yeah. But man, he is he's not really underrated, but he's like one of those guys that is pushing production like top 5. Like seriously, like this guy has just bangers. Every beat this guy makes is fucking ridiculous. And he raps as well, but most people will hit up Knots for fucking beats because they're just everything's just crazy.
I need some of those, man.
Everything's crazy by him, and he's got that old school, like he's like a mix of like Ninth Wonder, but he's got some Primo elements in there, and he's a nasty producer. So Knots would be in my top 3 as well.
But yeah, can you imagine, bro? We just named some sick ass producers.
Yeah, man. You're a sick ass producer too, though. So
break
down some shit,
I'm good.
Man. Talk to us about production, and you know what inspired you to make production, and what are some of the things you like to do when you make beats?
Oh fucking, I love producing, man. I've been producing for good shit since high school at least. So, I don't know, man. I've just always been the type like. I need to know how to do it. Like, even though when I first started, of course, I'm gonna be rapping on other people's beats. I still do to this day, of course. But if I always want to have that option, like, well, shit, I'll just produce it my damn self. You know what I mean? Just because I know I can. And I think that's what really inspires me to produce. Like, I'd rather produce my own shit because, especially like if I want to produce a whole album, or if I want to produce. I want to produce some tracks for, you know, a couple of homies or something. But that was the main thing was for me. Like, I want to learn all this shit. Same reason why I went to school for engineering, because it was like since 8th grade, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to school for engineering because I want to do music. So I really want to do this shit myself. So I just want to know what's going on and how to do it. So just the option of producing your own tracks is fucking awesome. Also, it's another thing under your belt, you know what I mean? Because you love music. I love music. I love creating sounds. I love when I make a dope ass beat and fucking make a song to it, and then we put it out. It's like, oh shit, bro. Like, who would have thought? And this just started with me fucking with this sample or whatever, This just started with me playing the keys with the, we just made a whole fucking song. So that dope is too, the creation part of it.
Yeah,
the creation part of it, of being a rapper and knowing that I have a certain sound, or knowing that I could try different shit. I could be versatile. You know what I mean? I fucking, just to challenge yourself, producing and rapping. Like when I rap, I love to challenge myself. So it's the same thing with producing. So, production wise, yeah, if you're out there and, producing, if you're just getting started, I would recommend fucking with different samples. Make sure you got all kinds of samples. Find all the samples you can find.
I think you got to get that down, because that's where hip hop really came from. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be able to like
create something new out of something.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to make your own. And then the more you produce beats, then you'll start finding your sound. You start being like, okay, well, my strength is this, and I could really produce beats like this. So I should, you could have 2 different types of beats or whatever, but you'll end up noticing that what works for you or what sounds right, you know what I mean? Or, there's a whole process to producing. A lot of producers like to start with the kick first, or like to start with the hi-hat first, or whatever the fuck it is. So you'll end up developing you'll end up developing a fast process, or just a process that works for you, even if it's a slow process. Eventually, you'll start creating beats that are just like, all right, I know what the fuck I'm doing now. So, you know what I mean? So after a couple years, especially after I graduated college, I've made hundreds of beats, bro.
What
constantly building the sound.
Audio workstation do you like to use?
As far as DAWs go, I started off with I didn't start off, but the main started making more beats on was Reason 8, and then MPC Studio ended up being like, I ended up linking up with one of the homies I went to college with, and he had bought the MPC Studio and shit. And I used to go over there all the time before, just to record shit, because he always wanted to record. And then he bought the fucking thing, the MPC shit. And before, we was making beats on Reason, because we both went to school for it and shit, because that's what they were teaching us. And then once the MPC Studio came out, and then he bought it or whatever, I went ham and just started making beats. Every time I went over there, I made it a goal sometimes. Like, I'm gonna leave with 5 beats. And I just started stacking beats from there, stacking beats from Reason. There's a bunch of different programs, man. A lot of people like to use Machine. I would say definitely do your homework. If you guys want, producers and shit, if you definitely do your homework so you can see.
They all do the same thing, but they all have their own learning
They all
curve.
work different. That's what I'm saying. So do your homework and see what kind of shit. Oh, I kind of like that one, but this one might work better for me. You know what I mean? And then stack your sounds, man. Find as many sounds as you possibly can. I just because you can get inspired by anything. Yeah, build your quality, build up your beats, and But and then after that, don't be afraid to start reaching out to, if you're not an artist yourself and you're just a producer, don't be afraid to start reaching out to artists and be like, hey man, I got these beats, check this shit out, and send them samples. Don't send them the whole beat so they steal your shit. Send them a sample, like a 30-second snippet, or or a 45-second sample, whatever. Yeah. Just to show them, all right, I send you just a couple
the verse,
beats.
basically.
Yeah, and then just so nobody steals your shit, because that sucks too. Is if you don't have a tag on your beat, or
that's a whole other topic.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't prove that you produced that beat, it sucks if somebody gets a hold of it and then they make it into something, and they might have more power than you, and then the shit blows up, and then now you're fucked. And that shit happens in music. So, beats get stolen, verses get stolen, bars get stolen.
I've downloaded and fucking all kinds of beats in my lifetime. I was a rapper. I think.
No, yeah, I think all of us have as rappers.
You have a ton of them too.
As rappers, that's what we do.
Yeah, I know.
That's how we start out.
We got on rap. Yeah, exactly. But no, I've definitely paid for beats. I've paid producers for beats and shit. Yeah. So I mean, it's just if you really respect the work of an artist, you want to support them. So support these producers.
And another way to work is 50-50. I love the 50-50.
That's the other thing. Either you gotta have, either you pay for the beat, or you have some kind of plan to where they get royalties, or there's something mutually beneficial to both parties.
I like the 50-50 deal. I produce the beat, you make the fucking song, I'll mix and master it, I'll get credit for it, and then if that shit blows up, we both get paid. You know what I mean? Instead of just I sell you a beat and now you got exclusive rights for profit use.
Right.
All I get is credit, unless we work something else out, or I include something in that license agreement that says if this shit blows up, nigga, I get.
Well, you also want to have that 50-50 split on an artist you think is actually going to blow up, because most of the people that are buying your beats,
here's
not necessarily going to, do anything with that music. So
as a
million rappers,
if you're trying to for example, like me as a producer, I feel like I'm building mine and yours sound. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm building an alumni sound, and I'm building, that real underground sound. But that's just because I rap and you rap, so I can make beats for us. Shit, that's how I look at it. But if you're the type of producer that would rather work with somebody one-on-one and build with that rapper or build with that artist, by all means, hell yeah. Fucking that's where the real music comes from. That's the dopest shit. Is sitting down with somebody, playing beats for them, and you guys just fucking all right, you like this one? Okay. You know what I mean? You gotta see what really fucks with you. Me, we've done that with multiple people. Big Spoon, fucking go to his house and just all right, let's go through some beats. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's as a producer, talking as a producer, find an artist that you want to work with and build with, and just end up building their sound. You know what I mean? You see cats like
I think it's a better way to go.
You see people in our local scene like Kim Clinic. They have like a whole squad that they specifically fuck with. They have specific artists. They have specific artists they fuck with, and they constantly produce for them, and they're building with them. They're building the sound with them as they go.
Right. Like with my solo shit, I built the sound with Ivory. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all built a certain sound. You know what I mean?
So I mean, it's a smart way to go, to find producers who you want to work with, or vice versa, and then just build a sound, build something unique. I think build something that you like, and it makes you feel comfortable too. It's good advice, man. What keeps you motivated though to still make beats, and
what keeps me motivated to make beats?
How many fucking, you've probably made thousands of beats, you know what I'm saying, over your lifetime. Like
I don't think I've hit the 1,000 mark, but
well, what
getting there,
motivated to just make music, man? Whether it be making beats, writing, just the I don't know, just the inspiration to leave a legacy, dog. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like I have so many songs, and I just need to execute the shit so I can put it out, because my mind is constantly writing. I'm constantly thinking about music. You're thinking ahead, yeah.
Every time I I go to sleep thinking about music. I fucking wake up thinking about music. Think about music right now because we on the topic. When we get off right now, I'm probably gonna listen to some beats. Like, I'm constantly thinking about music. So I think that passion for it is what that passion. Don't get me wrong.
Something that always comes back.
Yeah, it always comes back. Like, the fuel can be low, and I could be low on energy, and I'm not really motivated to do shit. I don't want to do shit. But there's days where it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm going in for weeks. because that battery fueled back up. It's like, oh shit, you've been doing something every day, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's keeps me motivated. And for other people, I mean, just find, you know, this shit's got to motivate you. You know, I've been told this multiple times, and I still, you know, it's you have to process this. You have to want this. You have to want this. Don't spend your time on something that if you don't believe in it. If you don't believe in this shit's gonna pop, or it's not, you're not gonna get to where you want to go, or it's not gonna be successful.
Well, you're already putting doubt in yourself. Like,
that's what I'm saying. No doubt. Everybody deals with doubt. Doubt is different.
Yeah, of course.
But when you just straight up just give up on yourself and just fail the whole shit, no, you gotta do what's comfortable for you. You gotta fucking go at it and just keep going, bro. And you know, don't let off the gas. You could be going 10 miles an hour, or you could be going 80 miles an hour. Just don't let off the gas.
Yeah.
Don't hit the brake. You feel me?
Yeah. And it's different for everybody, man. Like we're probably, I'm gonna be about 30 when we really start to take off type shit. Some people fucking come out the gate at 19, 20, fucking making hit records. Like the process, the music. But as an independent artist, I definitely think one of the best things to do once in a while is take a break, man. Take a break. You don't have any business obligation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make a record. You can do what you want. You have that freedom.
Don't exhaust yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Take a break once in a while.
Because this is a mental game. This is a mental game. How do you write the song? From your head. How do you make the beat? From your head.
What's the music video gonna look like?
Yeah, this is a mental music game. So you have to give your brain a break sometimes and just fucking relax.
Sure.
Watch some fucking movies, zone out, chill with your girl, chill with your family, go out and do shit.
Yeah, live life.
Well, not right now because what's going on, you know, be safe and shit, wear your mask. But when we finally get back to life, which I don't know how long that's gonna take, it might take a fucking long ass time. I don't think shit's ever gonna be the same. But do what the fuck you can. You know what I mean? You know, give your mind a break sometimes. Don't constantly feel like you have to, oh no, it's not gonna get done. Cause I do that shit to myself a lot. I'd be like, fuck. If I don't do it, it's not gonna fucking get done. And when I just need to tell myself, don't trip, bro. You're gonna get it done. You always do. You know what I mean? You got to think about that shit too. You always get shit done. You're gonna end up doing it. So just give your mind a break sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's good advice, man. Definitely give your mind a break. Go live life a little bit. You know, don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially as an independent artist, you don't have a business obligation necessarily. You're not signed to a record label who wants their money back. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to put out a certain amount of albums at this amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. And sold at this price. So you have freedom. So like, don't stress on and overthink shit. Just like you said, what keeps you coming back is that passion. If you lose that passion with all the business shit, then you're not going anywhere. Now, you do have to focus on the business shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that is important.
Well, this shit is...
to really make money off this shit, you got to focus on that.
Shit's 10% talent, 90% business, bro.
Exactly. So you have to have that passion, though. If that passion isn't keeping you coming back, then that business shit's going to really get old, and it's really going to stress you out, and you're not going to want to do it. So if you don't have a passion immediately, if you're just looking to make money off hip-hop, this ain't for you, man.
Or rapping.
Yeah,
because hip hop and rap is different.
Well, yeah, there's pop rap and all
I'm about to get on my KRS-One and shit. Hip hop is something you live.
It's a culture.
Rap is just rapping, bro. Rap
is an element of that, and it's just something that hip hoppers do.
No, MCing is. That's rap nowadays, bro. If I turn on the fucking rap channel right now, it's fucking that's what the fuck is playing on a rap channel. Probably the hip hop channel too. You have to look up some shit, old school hip hop or underground hip hop. Like there's subcategories for certain shit. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's true, man. But yeah, no, I think we've covered all the topics today. Definitely check us out. Go follow us, Rebel Underground Network, on all social media platforms. Check us out on our Yeah, the alumni page, ALVMNII. I almost spelled that wrong. Do that again, ALVMNII. And
just real quick, yeah, we got a lot of dope shit fucking in the works right now. We got, you know, I don't want to give details away. We don't want to tell nobody our moves, but shout out to everybody that fucking fucks with us. Always fuck with us. Always showed us love. We're gonna work. We're gonna get this music done. All that good shit. And we just gonna be like, I'm telling you, we're gonna be pushing. Shout out to everybody who watches this podcast.
Yeah, and about the podcast, we're definitely gonna get some more guests on. I got somebody planned for next week who's really gonna help us spit some game, man. The spitting game portion of that show next week is gonna be crazy. So definitely looking to bring on some more guests, and once in a while you'll catch just me and AJ too, just spitting game and talking about shit we want to talk about. So yeah, definitely thank you everybody. Please share this, subscribe, and check out our social media. Take care everybody. Peace out. Run.